today at Camping World Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the MAC, the Umass Minutemen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl trip. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Soft spot in the middle. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Broke a long one.
Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Newell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Oh,
Damn,
really
that's
could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nowaski. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it and play it from the 33. Rides the back and leaves it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They kick it away on fourth down. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this. There he goes!
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. On the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Finding open areas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first
Two-way
down.
player already hurt.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Running to the left. Runs through the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Umass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give to the back. Hard running there. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. That's the end of the period, and it's Umass out front. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. And ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Off the play fake. Fires to the middle.
Good
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Umass offense returns to the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it in the end zone this time.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
This Umass offense is moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He'll set up to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Umass. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary and make that big play.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So an 82-yard drive there. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the grab. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Back to the ground game on the left. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Hold and fire complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Umass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Newell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Umass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Newell. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Newell. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the punt team. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Umass! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give on the outside.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback. And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Under fire. Defense dropping into soft coverage. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, several notable storylines there, and a first half of a Cure Bowl that absolutely had its moments. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. what just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cure Bowl.
Second half just about to get started, and Umass will kick it off. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. So now it's second and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the RPO, complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. After the 3rd down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw again. Hauls it in. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change it.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacting quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Got a man.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Umass to the line facing 3rd and long. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Kick is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Caught over the middle. It's Nowaski. Good pickup here as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quick release by the QB. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. From the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws. Finds his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Umass holding the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Got enough space. Touchdown, MTSU. A great catch and run for 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The short hands. It's Newell. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 13. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their... And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minutemen!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Looking to throw. Rushes on him. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Looking to throw on first down. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Blue Raider. And they take it in for 6 more points. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Umass offense returns to the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They want to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Caught in if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Umass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Grabs it in the middle. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Handoff to the lone back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Umass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking at it come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up.